Feel Black, Creative Drive. Out here, actually in the Del Taco drive-thru right now. And I just keep thinking about, I was talking to Tone yesterday, to Total Vision, the ad engineer, Too Cool T. And we were just talking about like moments, right? And how artists have to create moments to where it's like the moments, the memory, and there are certain things that are memorable. So I was telling them about this song I got, right? I got this song where I talk about like how Uber is my hustle, just like Get It Gone or Lit Life or, you know, whatever other hustles I do or have done. And so I did a little sketch out on the phone, and I sent it to him. I sent it to Antone, and I'm like, I sent it to him, boom, boom, this, and he gets it. He calls me. He's like, yo, I like everything about that except for the Uber part. He's like, I like everything about except for the Uber. And I was like, look, bruh. I said, I know this one. It's gonna do what it's supposed to do. I just know it. So when I see him in person, we talking about the song. Cause at that point, I had the first and second verse, some bridges and stuff, and I wasn't even gonna do a third verse. I didn't think it needed it. So then, when I see him, he's like, yo, man. He said, first of all, see, now you gotta explain why you drive an Uber. Like, you got, in the song, you gotta explain why you drive an Uber. He was like, man, because, first of all, you gotta explain to me why you drive an Uber. Because I know you as a get money nigga. I think of you as a get money nigga, somebody that's out here hustling, someone that's getting to it. So why the hell you doing a low level job? Why the hell you driving Uber? I just thought about it. I didn't even say nothing in the moment, you know what I'm saying? But I did write a third verse. Not, that conversation was a moment that needed to happen, because then I wrote the third verse. And the third verse didn't explain why, but it just set the fucking song off. So he going through the songs, you know what I mean? And he's like, yo, he got this one he liked a lot. He was like, he wasn't a big fan of the beat. So he's like, yo, I like that joint. You know what I mean? I like Spend It All. Like, Spend It All, my shit. He like, man, that shit like a street anthem. But he was like, yo, after Spend It All, yo, I like that Uber joint. He says, yo, that Uber joint my shit. And I'm just like, I was like, look, bro. I said, yo, I've always talked about my life and my music, whether it's my breakups, whether it's my hustle, whether it's going to college, whether it's getting kicked out of college, whether it's, you know what I mean? Like, Nashi, my friends' names is in my music, my parents, my brother, you know what I'm saying? My sisters, you know what I mean? I talk about everything, where I've lived, you know what I'm saying? Where I've been, just all type of experiences. I had a song, we did a song called Back in 88, and I had talked about how when I was a little kid, talking about how I used to wear mix and match Converse, and my dad had gave me some tapes. He gave me an Ice-T tape, Run DMC tape and another tape. Then like an hour later, he came back and he took the Ice-T tape back because he had, I guess, I don't know if the hour later, but like in a fucking very short time frame, he came back and took it because he was like, yeah, you can't listen to that. He took the Ice-T back, said you couldn't listen to that. And even, you know what I mean? So it's like I always talk about my life and my music. So it only made sense. Like, I've been driving Uber for a little minute. Like, how could I not talk about driving Uber? You know what I'm saying? Ride share, whatever. I talk about my other hustles, the ones that sound cool, that sound glamorous. You know what I mean? Hello, Bobby.
Yes. 858.
So I had to talk about it. It was necessary. It wouldn't have made sense. That'd have been like an omission. Thank you. All right, have a good one. Like, yeah, so like, for me to not talk about driving Uber, it would be crazy. It'd be like me not talking about Nashi, or me not talking about a relationship I was in till I was fucking 37, 38 years old, from the age of 23 to 38, a 15-year-old relationship. You know what I mean? It's like shit. Like the Meek Mill album, Wins and Losses, yo. Favorite one on there was 1942 Flow. But anyway, fucking, yeah, man, you gotta talk about the wins and the losses, man. It's like, they used to give them highlights all day, but all the fucking highlights, even Jay-Z, because, you know, he the most braggadocious rapper, you know what I mean? Like, but he still has song cry. He still, you know what I mean? He still lost, what, 99 bricks, got them all back. You know what I mean? He told you about the loss. He made shit sound glamorous, though, to lose 99, yeah, so, but that's the point, you know what I mean? When Nas had dropped that Life is Good album, man, he talked about, you know, him and Khalif's relationship. He got songs about his daughter, you know what I mean? Eminem, Stan, and Kim, and the song for Haley. I might listen to that. That song was dope. But yeah. So that's a moment, like, and that's why the collaboration and making music is so necessary, because without it, it's what you're producing without collaboration, without other inputs, is very limited. So by him saying that, it didn't make me want to explain it in the song, but it made the song way better because the third verse was just like, you know, you'll understand when you hear it. But like, so now what that showed me is to find creative ways to talk about all aspects of life. Even with Jay-Z in the interview he just did for the songwriter, he was talking about old rappers or older rappers trying to rap like they're young, same content, same subject matter, etc., etc., and not talking about their real, actual lives. You know, who are you connecting to, and from what source, if you're not talking about your actual life? But yeah, I just thought that was funny, man. He said, I like everything about that except the Uber part. You gotta explain. Now you gotta explain in the song why you're driving Uber in the first place. Because I know you guys to get money, nigga. But you gotta explain to me why the hell you drive an Uber doing this low level job. Ups and downs, man. You know what I mean? And it's also because I want to. I can't really call it like ups and downs if I choose to. I want to do Uber. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do this shit right now. You feel me? Like, and shit was popping. Like, when I first started doing it, it was crazy. You know what I mean? So, like, it's a thing. It's a hell of a blessing. It's a hell of a bridge. And if they had Uber back when I was younger, going through different situations, it'd have been a hell of a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Some of them valleys when it got so deep, if I had something like Uber, some on-demand shit, like, that'd be another thing, man, about like the job market and like corporate America. You gotta do all these fucking applications and interviews and rounds of interviews, and it's like, I like independence, you know what I'm saying? I like freedom, the independence, and, you know, to be able to create my schedule. I have to take Nashi to school, pick him up every day. You know what I'm saying? Going to Winston-Salem tomorrow, D-Tate, B-Day weekend. So it's like, go holler at my peoples, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn on Uber and catch rides all the way there. And guess what I'm gonna do when I leave? I'm gonna turn on Uber and catch rides all the way back. You know? There's a lot of things. It's like a two-way street. There's a lot of things I can't do. I ain't gonna say a lot, some things. There's a lot of things I can do and just work around. Like if I go out, say I meet up with some friends, I go somewhere, shit not popping, everybody, I could just be like, yo, I'm about to dip. I'm about to jump back on the clock. Everybody know I'm out working, I'm grinding. Even before, the grind is still the same. Ain't nothing different about the grind, you know what I'm saying? Now it's more refined. That's it. You know what I mean? Because, like, I actually enjoy the grind. So, like, now, I grind the same way like when we used to grind CDs or whatever we was grinding. You might see us at lunchtime on a Friday. Then you might see us still out when you about to go to the club. And you might see us still out when you going to Waffle House. Love the grind. You know what I'm saying? Me and Tone was out here on the grind. And it's just, it's a thing. It's like, so no matter what the grind is, what the hustle is, it's like, that's why now, you know what I mean, writing the album, I'm writing every day. And it's like, it's the grind. And it's just making the enjoyment I'm getting out of this shit, of writing this album. It's like, I feel like I'm never leaving now. I don't want to ever leave this place I'm in. Meaning like a creative space to where it's like I'm not creating every day. Me and Lawrence were talking about that a while back, to where it's like, you know, creating every day, doing something you want to do every day. That's for you. Something that you want to do. Not maintenance, not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about something that you want to do every day, because you get enjoyment and fulfillment out of it, and it's increasing the quality of your life. But yeah, I just want to share that, man. You know what I mean? That moment. And we out of here. Creative Drive. Feel Black. Day the sun didn't shine. Coming soon. Peace.